So welcome back to the channel, everyone. Triple M here, and today we're talking about a new entry into the smart TV market. And when I say entry, I'm talking about the actual operating system of your smart TV. So chances are you own a smart TV and you have one of these operating systems. If you have a Sony, chances are your smart TV is going to have the Google TV user interface or the Android TV interface, depending on when you purchase it. We also know that LG has its own built-in UI that's baked into the system. Amazon has a couple smart TVs that's usually pretty affordable. It has that Fire OS that we all used to and know and love from the Fire Stick. Of course, we can't forget about Roku. Roku is probably the most popular when it comes to your smart TVs. So for the most part, some of them work well. I find that there are limitations when it comes to smart TV and the user interface, and that's why I would say at least 80% of us, we buy a smart TV and then we go out and buy a streaming stick to go along with it, just because the built-in system either sucks or is not powerful enough to do what we need it to do. So here we are, we have a new entry into the smart TV market, and this could get pretty interesting. So today I'm going to be reading a little bit from Tech Radar. Title of this one is Step Aside Google, Amazon, Roku, TiVo is coming to your smart TVs. It is Android based, and if you think TiVo is just the old school DVR nonsense where all you can do is record your shows, that's not what it is. If anyone's been in the streaming game for at least a couple years, you know that the TiVo Stream 4K is one of the most popular streaming devices. Well built, the operating system is really good, and it has a lot of freebies, which I went into in a lot of those TiVo reviews. So go ahead and check them out. I'll leave some links in the description. But now what they're doing is bringing that to the smart TV, and we're going to read on this article and see if we have any benefits where it can outperform some of the big names. So remember TiVo? Back in the pre-cord cutting days, the company's DVRs were omnipresent. So much so the phrase TiVo it was used interchangeable with meaning recording TV show. So definitely if you're old enough, you remember when someone just says TiVo, we kind of associate that with recording your TV shows or your movies. Now the company's bouncing back as a third-party smart interface alternative to Google, Amazon, and Roku on the best 4K TV. So with the first TiVo power sets expect to arrive sometime in the mid-2023, both in Europe and the US. The information comes from a streaming business publication, Next TV, which directly quoted TiVo parent Xperia CEO John Kirchner. Also dropped news that the company's TiVo stream platform will appear in sets from a leading tier 2 provider that makes multiple TV sets under multiple brands. Making TiVo stream as a widely available smart TV interface option puts the company against Google, Amazon, Roku, all of which have been regularly tapped by tier 2 TV brands to run their respective Google and Android TV, Fire TV, and Roku TV OS platforms. So of course we know that with Google, Sony is going to be present. With Amazon, there's a couple different ones that actually runs that, and with Roku, TCL is probably the main one that comes to mind. So it also throws TiVo into a very crowded smart TV environment. Beyond current Google, Amazon, and Roku options, sets from LG, Samsung, Hisense, Vizio, Panasonic, and Philips each come with their own proprietary smart interface. None of these are particularly distinguished, and some can be downright irritating. For example, the Samsung TV owners are required to set up an online user account to do something as simple as add an app to Tizen's smart interface or to adjust the layout, which it is frustrating. Like when you buy something like a smart TV, it should just be ready for you. You shouldn't have to go through a lot of setup, put in personal information, but I think that's just kind of where everything's going. So I'm not going to read the entire article, but what I want to do instead is just kind of give you guys a taste of what that might look like on your smart TV if you decide to pick one up when it becomes available. So right here is the TiVo Stream 4K. Like I said, it looks exactly like the NVIDIA Shield TV. It is based on Android TV. You do get most of the apps from the Google Play Store that you can get from the NVIDIA Shield and other Android devices. And you also have the option to install your third-party applications, which is big when it comes to streaming. However, the extras, what I think of TiVo, I think of the TiVo Stream application, which has a lot of different options, guys. A lot of built-in free content, but also have a lot of options where you can add your paid content to this application. That way everything can be unified into one basic application. So I think that's going to be maybe their key seller when it comes to actually promoting this layout. This is what the TiVo app looked like, and like I said, it houses everything from your smart subscriptions to your live TV. Has a lot of freebies on there, and like I said, if TiVo's to become successful, I believe pushing the TiVo stream application is going to be a key feature. One other thing I'm going to say before I cut this video is that I do feel like no matter which operating system you have, whether it's Roku, your Google, or Android TV, your Fire TV OS, if you don't have the resources, I mean the amount of RAM that you need or storage or the processing power on your television to actually run these operating systems effectively, doesn't matter how great it is, it's not going to work properly and it's going to fall flat on its head. So might not be on TiVo itself, or maybe on the manufacturer that they're pairing up with, is make sure you have enough resources behind whatever TV you push out with this operating system to make the operating system smooth, as you see in here. And that's the only way to really make us not have to go out and buy another streaming device when we buy your smart TV. So keep that in mind. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of TiVo entering the market. Let me know if you think it's overcrowded space. Do you think there's room for success? Would you rather just buy a TV that was dumb, and I'm using air quotes, buy a dumb TV and just buy your streaming stick to go with it? So I know that we're in 2022, which means you can't just go buy a TV with no smart features, but if that was an option, would you go out, buy a TV, and then just having the option to choose which device you want to pair up with it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Of course, if you're new, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.